Well, here it is. I'm taking delivery of my Nissan NV350 van that I'm gonna convert into a camper van. So just came all the way from north of Tokyo, so this is gonna be the beginning of a new project. It's gonna be pretty awesome. Hello everyone, I'm Chris. Welcome to my new channel. Welcome to the van, welcome to the build. I'm down here in amazing Okinawa, Japan, and for quite some time there are a number of islands that surround mainland Okinawa that my wife and I have traveled to. Many places trying to spend a night is very limited. It's quite expensive, and sometimes it could take an entire year to make a reservation to stay there. So we decided to go ahead and just build our own camper van. We can get on a ferry boat and go ahead and access a lot of these islands, and then have the ability to spend the night, you know, and eat and cook and take a shower and have a good night's rest. And so for us, the option to go ahead and buy this van, it was the perfect option for us. So the reason why I picked the NV350 Nissan, the ferry boats are different sizes to a lot of these islands, and the max vehicle size and height and weight and all that is basically this van is it. I'm at my max. It's about 5.8 meters long. 6 meters was the limit. So this van will allow us to actually get it on a ferry boat and go across the ocean and go ahead and access some of these remote islands and just have some epic views and just super awesome places to stay that are really otherwise inaccessible to be able to spend the night. So we're really looking forward to it. It's pretty spacious. I got a lot of work to do. I'm going to be filming it. It's going to be a complete build, and you know, I've watched quite a few YouTube videos out there, quite a few. I've talked to a lot of people, and I think you know, hopefully I can make mine look half as good as most of you guys. There's some amazing ideas. Some videos I watched, people are just really talented, and their ideas coming to fruition in their van builds is just really amazing. So hopefully I can put together something similar, and something that we're going to enjoy, and it's going to last us a long time. So, you know, with that, I really appreciate you guys watching my channel. I'm going to be labeling my videos like episode 1, episode 2, and so on, just so if anybody's coming in after I've started, they'll be able to know where they're at and where I began at, so it's just not all over the place. Try to keep it all in order. So with that, well, welcome again to everyone, and let's go ahead and get started. I appreciate it. So basically the seats are going to come out, and the headliner will come out up here. Complete rebuild. This area right here will be shower with a toilet, a small kitchenette with sink and stove oven combo with a 12-volt refrigerator underneath in the cabinet. In the back will be a platform with a folding bed on it. And then right here on this side will be a fold-out table, little dining table area. And I'm going to go with cedar slat wood for the ceiling, and some of the carpets here take out, and I'm going to do some nice flooring. Some of the carpet is actually nice, so I'll go ahead and keep it inside, like in the back there. It's still relatively new, so that can just stay under the bed. That's fine. But yeah, here it is. This has been about a year-long process for me of thinking about it and planning it, and watching a lot of YouTube videos, so researching websites and asking people questions. So yeah, here it is. Show you guys the interior. Standard Japanese van setup. It's got 3 seats in the front. You know, it's a cargo van. It's just got the basic stuff that I need: air conditioner and GPS and all that. But it's got a couple dings and all on it. I'm gonna, of course, be replacing everything and covering everything. So you can see there's a couple some damage there. So this van was used in a dry cleaning company for hauling dry clean clothes. So it actually smells really clean in here, like when you walk into a dry cleaners, I guess. And so it has a few nicks and scratches, things from where they were hanging clothes on a rack. But my main concern was I did not want a van that was used to transport any chemicals. And I finally found this one, and everything lined up. It's what I wanted. And so it's 7 years old with about 60,000 miles, and it's exactly the condition and all that I needed, that I wanted. I'll go ahead and get it repainted later, and I can do some other cosmetic work to it. But it's basically going to suit our needs to go off-roading. Japan's very mountainous. You know, my wife and I were very adventurous outdoor people. So I didn't want something too new that I'm scared to scratch. I want to be able to take it out off-roading, and if I need to get through a tight area with some branches scratching it, then so what? You know, we're gonna do full send. We're going for it. And this vehicle is going to get me there without worry. So anyway, this is it. I guess I'm going to go ahead and first things first, we'll start getting the seats. Some bolts here we got to remove, and they should pop out pretty easily. Then next we'll go ahead and pop out the headliner, get that out, and then start to see what we gotta work with here. All right, the very first thing we're going to do, let's go ahead and get these seats out. It's pretty simple, bolted down to the floor. It's got a handle back here. Let me lift up. It should expose the bolts. So there it is. So yeah, I got to get those bolts out right there, and then we'll go ahead and take out the back seat and start getting out some of the carpeting, and then second will be the headliner. Pretty easy to do. They were real simple to break, so not a problem. Break these. And not bad at all. All right, here we go. Second seat coming out. All right, getting the seats out has just freed up an enormous amount of space, like a whole nother probably 4 feet right here that was taken up. So now next we'll go ahead and pop out the headliner up there. That ought to be pretty easy. Those plastic snaps are just pop out, so let's see what we got. All right, so yeah, these poppets, they're pretty easy to just go ahead and pop out. Oh, nice. That's really easy. Wow. I'm gonna be careful I don't damage any wiring. But I do have a light right here. I'm gonna have to disassemble, take out first. But yeah, so far so good. Like I said, I don't want to damage any of the wires that go to the tail lights. Wow, look at that! This just pops right off. It added another couple, a couple inches of height.
You can film here.
Yeah. See that? How I got my suction cup? It's filming up. So this is not bad. You guys can see I'm pulling down the headliner right here. I got a little bit of extra, about another inch. So my furring strips are going to come across. Instead of putting them on the top of these supports and then putting the cedar slats under that, I'm going to lose about another inch of head height. So what I'm going to do is just put them on the sides here, screwed in to the sides. And then that way my cedar slats will just fit perfectly under here. You know, probably give me maybe about a ½ inch more headroom. So, but yeah, there's a little bit of rust too. Some places we're gonna have to just button up. But yeah, see, there's all the wiring I was talking about. I don't want to damage any of that. So yeah, I'm gonna go, before I pop off these right here, let's go ahead and take out this light right here. That way I don't rip something and create a short. So far so good, everything's coming out pretty easily. Not too much struggle. Now let's see if we can get off the last seat belt here. The others were not too bad, so let's just give me a second here. Oh yeah. So far so good, not too bad. Some were pretty tight, but last of the back panel here. I think I'm going to leave that panel there because the shower is going to cover most of that up, and I don't really need the extra space. There's not going to be anything running through the wall right there, so, but not too bad. I just don't see the need. I may pull it off and put some insulation in it, but so that's it so far. Got the panels off. Let's take off this metal bracket right here that was holding up the seat belt, and that's about it. We can start planning next phase. So the first thing I'm going to do is, like I said before, I'm going to go ahead and put in the shower right here in this area. So I don't like this. You can see there's like a 3 or 4 inch gap here. That's a lot of wasted headroom, and it comes back probably 20-30 inches into the cabin. I'm probably going to cut this around here all the way across, put a piece of wood up and cover it, and then this right here will be open and give us some more headroom, and it'll be basically for the top of the shower anyway. But you know, space is our friend when it comes to this, so we definitely want all the space we can utilize. But I need to cut these tabs off. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I can. Wait a minute. Maybe I can break them off. Oh. I wonder if they're just. I don't know how they're on there. Yeah, I might be able to just break it off. That'd be great. Oh, it's actually coming, so. Yeah, well, yep. I'm actually going to be able to pull that off. It's getting loose. Oh, I see. It's like a rivet. Okay, I thought that was tack welded on there, but it's not. So that means y'all definitely. There we go. Getting loose. Wow, there it is. Just tack welded or riveted, I guess. But yeah, not too bad. Good. I thought I was gonna have to go get a grinder bit and all to be able to take that out. Well, looks like I can just rip these off with my hand, so that makes this easier. So yeah, I'll definitely be able to. I might come in all the way up to here and cut and give me about, you know, a few more inches of headroom up right behind the seats. Because yeah, that's just, that wasted space goes all the way down to the front. And other than where we're sitting down the drive, I don't, you know, this is space I can utilize because You can see it's coming in right above the door, the entry of the door. So as you step up and walk in, I want to have some head height there as much as we can. So yeah, it looks like I'll just be able to, maybe around here, cut this off. I'll have to just measure it and tape it, and maybe a razor blade. I'm thinking I can cut it pretty precise, and then I can go ahead and just glue it and figure out how I'm gonna, you know, support it so it doesn't fall down. But I'll be able to fill that gap up, cap it off with a nice piece of stained wood or carpeted wood. But yeah, well, I'm gonna go ahead and rip these other ones off here, and then I'm gonna go ahead. I have to go to the local home center and get some wood so I can start building the shower. All right, there we go. All right, got it. Nice. So yeah, I don't know. I may I'll see what I'm gonna do. I actually have some nice felt, gray felt that I can probably just cover this. Since this is so perfectly custom made, you know, here I can just cover all this with my felt. I might just end up keeping that there. It is insulated and it has a bit of a foam backing on this part. So I'll see. I'll have to think about that a little bit more, but yeah, so far that's it. It is basically just about stripped. So like I said, the carpet probably about to this first beam right here. I'll cut it across, and everything there forward is going to be removed, and that is going to be basically wood, or it's going to be actual flooring. I don't know if I'm going to go with vinyl, but it's going to be the click type flooring. I found one that's like an antique white. It looks really nice. We have a lot of sand and things here, of course, just living on an island, and we do a lot of beach life, so I don't want to go with too dark wood floors. They're just going to get scratched and it's going to look terrible. So that's why we're going to go with white flooring. It's kind of like an antique white. It's got patterns and lines in it. It's not perfect like bright white. Then all this right here where I'm standing to in front of the humps, the wells, that's going to be basically stay carpeted. Cedar slats on the ceiling. I got some nice puck lights we're going to pop up in there. And the windows, not the whole windows are actually huge. I don't need that much windows. It has 5% tint or 95%. It takes out the light, so it's pretty dark. It's basically like limo tint. But anyway, we're gonna, you know, some of the window might only be like maybe 40% of it will actually be exposed, and it'll have nice wooden trimming around it. So I don't need that much window space in here. I mean, the doors are just absolutely massive. So I don't need, you know, whenever we're hanging out camping, it's just gonna be, the doors will be open anyway, so, you know, it doesn't really matter. I just don't want windows that big. All right, just got back from the supply store. Quite a bit of wood. This is all going to be for the shower, and then some's going to be extra, of course, but I'm going to basically completely build all the walls, but peeling back the carpet there, it's really no rust. The floor looks really good, cleaned up. So I'm going to try to salvage as much carpet as I can. It's actually really good conditions. It's never really been used for no passengers in this van, so. But I'm going to go ahead now and cut this back right here to about right there in front of the window. and we'll just come all the way back, all the way across to this side. And you know, that's an extra 4 inches of height up above that, so we'll go ahead and just cut that out. And then of course it's going to be a gap here, but I'm going to go ahead and I can build a wood, just a board that covers it up and make it look really nice. But anyway, so it's pretty much perfect. That's the right orientation of my seat where I like driving, you know. So, and I can move up. I have a good bit of space. So I think I'm gonna go ahead, we'll go ahead and cut this right here. That way it's even with the front of the window right there. And then we'll just come on up, so about right in here. So to get a straight line, I'm gonna go ahead and use some tape. And then this stuff is pretty thin. I can just cut it with scissors, so hopefully it's not gonna be too difficult. All right. Well, wasn't too bad. Nothing else done, so I think, yeah, I have a pocket right here. Pop that off. All right. Well, that came out pretty good, actually. All right, here's the shower pan. So it's kind of perfect. Underneath, on the outside there, there's the brake, like master cylinder, kind of under the floor right there. So just to the right of it where the hole is, it just clears all the hardware and a reinforcement wall that protects all that. So it's just perfect. It does, unfortunately, it puts I wanted this to be a little bit more butted up to there, maybe 2 inches more forward, but actually, you know, this is actually the doorway of the shower, so I have no choice, but now the door's going to be right here. So this little lip right here, I'm going to have to cut that off, and the door will be able to swing open and close, and we'll enter from this side. So everything else will be covered, so I'm going to have to just build this up with some wood, but we'll go ahead and mark the center. Everything looks pretty good right there, center on the hole. I'm gonna have to cut this out, so. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. I'm pretty pleased on how the day went. Got a lot of stuff done, so I think it's coming along great. Not too many problems. So the next video will start, like I said, it'll be just shower, building that. Then we'll move on. That's probably going to be a couple videos. We'll move back to the kitchenette and build the framing and get all that installed. And then back will be a platform, and then the bed will be last. But yeah, it's going to take me, I'm guessing, 4 months. You know, we're not going to live in this van. I have a full-time job and we work, so you know, this is just going to be for recreation and to go out and explore some of the remotest islands of Japan, and then be able to stay there. So that's my whole intent. But got a lot of work done, and I'm really pleased. So, you know, I guess with that, everybody, thanks for sticking with me here till the end. I know it's kind of dry sitting there. I'm just working and I'm not talking, but you know, I guess it is what it is. But well, thanks for everybody who's just coming into the channel, and I appreciate you guys sticking with me.